Hey guys, welcome to this video and my channel. My name is Heather. I am the owner, creator, and official dishwasher here at A Wicked Whisk. And today we are doing the most amazing salad. These are not words I really ever expect myself to say, but yes, an amazing salad. This is one of the favorite dishes of mine. It is easy, it is quick. You got a handful of vegetables you got to chop, but other than that, you're baking off some chicken, you're chopping some cabbage, putting together a dressing, boom, you're done. Done. And this is something that you can either make it as spicy or as kid-friendly as you want. If you have a kid that doesn't really like vegetables, I promise you they are going to eat this salad up without a complaint and ask for seconds. Let's go get started.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the dressing first. You're going to get yourself a little jar that has a lid that you can shake up or add this just all to a bowl that you can whisk all together. You're going to do 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, a tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. You've also got in there 3 tablespoons of olive oil, the juice of 3 or 4 limes. That comes to about 1/4 cup of lime juice, 2-3 tablespoons of honey, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger, and no, you don't need to take the little outside of it off, a dash of salt and pepper, and a dash of cayenne.
All right, so now that you have everything in your jar, or if you do this, honestly, do this in a little bowl and just whisk it all together. I like using the jar because it's a little bit easier to do this. But I'm going to go ahead and now that the dressing is done, we're going to set this aside, and next we're going to get started on our chicken. It's been one of those weeks. All right, set that aside. Okay, so our dressing is done. Now we're going to work on our chicken real quick. Now, if you are like me and get totally icked out by raw chicken, please do yourself the personal favor and go get little gloves off of Amazon. They are disposable. They are pink in my case, and they save you from the ick of messing around with raw chicken. If it does not bother you messing around with raw chicken, you are truly my hero, and you may want to see a therapist about that. But for our purposes, we're going to go ahead and glove up, okay? I've got about 1.5 pounds of chicken thighs here, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I've gone ahead and taken off the excess fat. You know what I mean? Not all of it, because fat is good when it comes to these kind of things. But at the same time, you don't want it too fatty. So trimmed them up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and season them now. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I've got a little bit of olive oil here. I'm going to add probably about 1 tablespoon. And I'm going to also add about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. That just gives it a real nice little Asian-inspired flavor for the chicken. I also have here in this little bowl a bunch of seasonings. I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of powdered ginger, and then like 1 teaspoon of my favorite salt and pepper mix, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle this on, and then we're going to go ahead and mix it all together.
Sprinkle your seasonings on your chicken, and then really quickly just go ahead and massage all of those seasonings in. You want to make sure everything is very well coated.
All right, so you really want to work the seasonings into the chicken. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to use my little mini air fryer. I have a Ninja Crispy. I love that thing. I think I probably love that little appliance more than I love my husband some days. It is amazing. So if you have the opportunity to grab one, grab one. Not a sponsor, just telling you that it's an awesome little machine. I'm going to add mine to my Air Crispy for about 375 degrees, about 15 to 18 minutes. And if you are not using an air fryer and you want to use a regular oven, totally cool. Just bake these at 400 degrees for about 25-35 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip mine about halfway through, and you should do the same if you're doing this in the oven. Crispy, Ninja Crispy, best freaking thing in the world. Okay, I love this little guy. I have a big air fryer, and I'll tell you what, that thing's retired and living in the cabinet underneath the sink because this thing is my new favorite thing in life. Adding just a little bit of oil. I've already sprayed it with a little bit of spray olive oil. I lost my little tongy tong. Found him. I have had this preheating while we were, doing the rest of the video. So this is a little bit hot right now, and I'm okay with that, obviously. Add in your chicken thighs. And like I said, if you're using an oven, drill on that. Preheat it, add it in. Go ahead and add these all in. Try to have a little bit of space in between them. Sometimes you can do it and sometimes you can't. My little spray oil, do a little zhuzh on top of there too. All right, 375 degrees, 15, 18 minutes. If you're doing it to the oven, 400 degrees, 25 to 35 minutes. Everybody flip your chicken halfway through. And now let's go get into the vegetables. Okay, we are at the final part of building this salad. What we've got here is the vegetables. I've got half a head of purple cabbage. I've got half a head of green cabbage. Why do we need 2 cabbages? Because purple's pretty, and anything you put purple in is going to be automatically everyone's favorite. Really. It's a proven fact. We've got a cup of sugar snap peas. I've got 1 red bell pepper. We're going to go ahead and core that out, chop that up. I've got a little bit of cilantro. If you're one of those people that doesn't like cilantro and it tastes like soap, flip it out to either parsley or leave it out altogether. It's one of those things, use your own discretion. I'm a really big believer in, a recipe is just a starting point. If you try a recipe and you love it and you don't want to change one single thing, no problem. The recipe's done its job. But so many people get locked into, oh, I love everything but that one thing, so I can't try that recipe. And that's not how it goes. Cooking's with your heart. You know what I mean? That sounds so freaking cliche, and I understand that. But a recipe is a starting point, and what you do with it after that is up to you. You've got, like I said earlier, groceries are stupid expensive right now. So if you have a recipe and it's using ground beef and ground beef is too expensive, try ground chicken. Personally, I love ground chicken. I use ground chicken in everything, just as an example. So again, cilantro's not your jam. Leave it out, flip it out, do whatever you want with it. I also have here 2 cups of matchstick carrots. They're super, super, super perfect in this salad. You get a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of crunch, and you're not having to get big old hunking, chunks of carrots. So we're going to start chopping all of this up, and then we're going to start putting it all together.
Okay, here comes the manual labor. Chop 1 cup sugar snap peas into bite-sized pieces. Thin chop half a head of green cabbage. Dice 4 to 6 green onions. Chop half a cup cilantro or parsley, depending on your taste. Throw 2 cups matchsticks carrots into the mix. Core and dice 1 red bell pepper. And last but not least, thin chop half a head of purple cabbage.
So now we got all the veg cut. We got our chicken out. It is juicy. I'm not going to say the word moist. I said the word moist. We are going to chop this up. And then your job then is to find literally the largest bowl that you own, because you're going to put it all in together. We're going to mix it all up. We're going to add the dressing. We're going to add all the toppings. It's going to look amazing. I promise.
Your chicken has been resting, so all those juices inside are saved. Go ahead and chop everything up into bite-sized pieces.
This salad is big. This is a party salad. This is a salad for dinner. This has a lot of things in it, and you're going to need to go find literally the biggest bowl you own, okay? I think that my largest bowl is this, but we'll see. What I'm going to do at this point is combine everything together. We're going to add the dressing, and you're going to see exactly how amazing this looks. This is a great salad to serve for company because it's got all that whole wow factor of all the colors. And it's, like I said earlier, it's a very satisfying, crunchy, happy salad. That's where we're at with it. All right, so what I'm going to do is pour in a good chunk of all this. This needs a lot of real estate. All the good stuff always at the bottom. You know what? I might actually be able to get all this in here. All right, let's try that. All right. So if you are serving this to people who are actually going to care, not your family, but like if you're serving this for company or taking it to a potluck or taking it to a company, lunch or whatever, what I always like to do is save out a little bit of each of the toppings off to the side. And then once you get it all together and you get it dressed and it's all mixed, I go back and then we'll sprinkle all those extra little toppings on top. It makes it super pretty. Everybody can see what's in it because everything that you've chopped and added is represented at the very top. It just makes it look real pretty. And these are things that are important. Maybe nobody else thinks so, but I think it is. So we've got everything. This is a bigger bowl. So I got everything in here. Okay. All the things. All the things. And before you ask, yes, my hands are clean. We're going to go ahead and add the chicken in. I'm going to mix all that chicken. Again, save some for topping. I know. Maybe it's a me thing. I don't know. Wouldn't be surprised if it was just a me thing. But here's the fun part. I have here a little jar, or is this a jar? A little container of like, you know, the little chow mein noodles you get, like if you order Chinese food. Ah, shut up. We're going to add that too. We're going to add a bunch of that in there. Probably about a cup. More if you like them a lot. You know what I mean? And my favorite part, I have roasted cashews, roasted and salted cashews that I also threw in a skillet real quick over low heat, warmed them up till just about when you can start smelling, you know, the roasty toastiness of the nuts, and then take it off. You don't want to burn them. You don't want to walk away. You don't want to get on the phone. You don't want to let your dog out. You want to stay with them. Just kind of gently stir them around a little bit. And once you start smelling them and they get fragrant, they're done. Okay. Minute or two, you're good to go. These are favorite. These are my favorite because it's like crunchy and just oof, all the good things. So we're going to go ahead, add that into the mix as well.
Look at that. Isn't that just the prettiest salad? I mean, seriously, look at all that color. Oh my goodness. Now pour that amazing dressing all over that salad and then stir it all together, mix it all together. You have the perfect salad to serve either for dinner or even as a side. It doesn't even matter. It's beautiful. It's got chicken in there. It's hitting all the markers. It's absolutely perfect.
Okay, and so there you have it. This is a super easy, super fun, amazingly delicious salad. It's great to serve for dinner. You've got your protein, you've got your veggies. It's got just amazing pops of color. The dressing is tangy and sweet with a little bit of spice, super limey. We love lime. And it's just a really great salad, especially during summer when things are really hot and nasty. Girl from Florida right here telling you about all that. It's just a really, really delicious way to serve up dinner. It's easy, it's quick, big, bold flavors, zero drama. So I hope you liked this recipe. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. You can get the link for the full recipe in the comments below. It'll link you over to my website where all of my recipes live. And until next time, be well. Super tangy, super limey, super crunchy. You get the spices from the chicken. You get the crunch from the cashews and the carrots. Did I just eat this out of the main bowl that is for both me and my husband? Yep, sure did. Am I sorry about that? No, not even a little bit. This is so good. So freaking good. And if you don't like salads, trust me, you're going to love this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go eat my 600-pound bowl of salad. Bye. My apron. Ah, I was supposed to put that on in the beginning. I'm so good at these videos. I really am.